People loved him. You saw the thing happening. Then the last like week or two before the election, I was like, oh, he got this.
I've been trying to tell y'all, man. Like, he's out. He has people, like, they came to my door 3 times in the past 2 months.
Damn. So they know who got
was
this.
later. What?
No, but for real. So how did they know to target you?
I mean.
So here's the thing. If y'all don't know what he's talking about, I'm going to make this smaller because I feel like my head might be covering up Andrew. So bear with me. If you guys do not know who they're talking about Zohran Mamdani. Welcome back to this channel, guys. Please don't forget that the like and subscribe button. I need to get this algorithm, this little engine I need to get it flowing, please. Now, coming back to it. Zohran Mamdani has been taking over, and look what he said. If you're watching my other channel, you see that I've talked about him a few times. I am not a Democrat. I'm not even a Republican anymore. I'm just a truth seeker, I guess. I'm an America firster. I'm a Christian. So anywho, Andrew Schulz is going to basically hear about, or whatever, hear and probably rebut in some fashion the Zohran Mamdani mania that is happening. MAGA's losing their mind. And what did this guy say? They've knocked on his door a few times. This is actually a real message, a real example of how grassroots could actually work. But again, I do not, I when it comes to politicians, I just, you know what I mean? Like I see the spark in this guy, but I just, But this is a conversation worth having, because if people want to know, they need to fix their messaging quickly.
I live in Queens, so
what?
I live in Queens. They want to go.
Yeah, but you're black. Like, it's like just like white kids that vote for him, right? Isn't that the?
No, I think it was white people, and people also make over 100,000. So
okay.
That's what they said, though. That's what they said.
Yeah, I know. That's
what they said.
That's what they said.
I didn't know I made that much.
Yeah, according to IRS, I do not.
It's just can't help it, right? Like, isn't it just everybody with like $200,000 of student loans? Like, isn't that exactly right? Yeah. That's really what this comes out. I imagine this, and there's a guy named David Freeberg on all the All In. He did like a cool breakdown of it. Maybe we end up watching it, but like, but this is kind of what I was feeling. I didn't tie it to student loans, but like when the socialist populism starts to happen, usually it's when you just feel like there's no opportunity.
Yeah.
Right. That's usually what happens. Like when you move to New York, right, you're coming here because you got some crazy dream and you're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And when you come with like $200,000-$300,000 worth of debt, you realize you have negative money and there's really no way that you're going to be able to escape that. So now you can't pursue this like crazy dream of yours because you got this crippling debt. And then you got to go, okay, well, how can my life be kind of good as it is?
Yeah.
And well, now we need the government to tap in and
that's a very valid feeling, though. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like I completely understand everybody that has $200,000-$300,000 worth of student loan debt. Not everyone. Like if you decided to like major in like something crazy, like women.
Yeah.
No, like if you just had some like crazy major that there's no job you could ever get and you had $200,000 worth of student loans, like you're obviously being stupid. But like I do think there are a lot of people that were maybe sold a dream with college and it just doesn't exactly work that way anymore. And now they're in the situation where they're like getting crushed by rent, they're getting crushed by the cost of living, and they really see no upward mobility. So they're like, hey, I gotta breathe here, and this guy looks like he's gonna give me a little wiggle room. I completely understand why they're going for it.
But it doesn't have to be so reactionary, and this is why Andrew Schulz, to me, still I'm always like he's on assignment, okay? Because what he just did there, the whole thing too about college and what he just said about college, this thing about don't go to college, it's a waste of money. Like no. I need rich Christians to go to college. I need everybody to go to college, right? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I need you to get as rich as possible, and I would love for Christians to be filthy rich, and then they could buy the government. Okay? Y'all know what I'm saying. Now, but the socialist thing, I would consider myself to be part of like some sort of like nationalist socialism or something like that, because why wouldn't I want my money to go to my fellow Americans, right? Everything is so reactionary, so it's explained to you as like, well, it's because people don't have money, so then that's why they want socialism, because they just want free things. Well, we've built a society of not teaching kids the important things, I do think that creativity is important. I mean, look at what I'm doing here. Like, I love content creation, right? I love commentary, like, seriously. So, but we've also, like, while we're teaching them other things, we've let go of, like, important things. So now, you know, like STEM and things like that. So now, you know, and I hope that's changing, but now it's like the competition is scarce, and then you have these H-1B ones that are coming and taking these jobs, and there you go. The point that I'm making here is, if we fortified the youth the way they should be and focused on production and exportation, and excuse me, not stealing resources to export those. I'm talking about exporting what we produce here, okay? And then also understood that, of course, not everybody is going to be rich and everything else, but we had a society, though, that, yeah, there are some people who are just simply they're just not going to get it together, and they just might need to be taken care of. Fine. But now you have to live in a certain parameter. If we are helping you out with this, you cannot get in trouble. You need to go to school. You need to do something. You know what I mean? And that kind of socialist mindset, of a national socialist type mindset, yeah, that would make a lot of sense to me. So I'm not fully against it, but it's just the reactionary feeling of it that's the problem.
It's going to destroy the city, and we're not going to get 11. And it will happen, but that is okay. It will happen.
Why do you feel it's going to destroy the city?
Because Venezuela or something, the right-wing guys told me. Right? Because it's going to be Venezuela. That's what all the right-wing guys told me.
Yeah. Inflation.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's a real problem.
They didn't talk about the 50s when there was like a 90% marginal tax rate, and that's where the American dream started. But Venezuela, guys, it's Venezuela is the issue. We're going to be eating the zoo animals. We're going to be eating the zoo animals, guys. We're not going to get a 9/11.
Yeah.
Dude, if they called New York's 11 9/11, that would be insane, Mark. You're so racist.
Two poles in the middle. Everybody's
Dude, 2 poles in the middle, and exactly 9:20, they just start to combust.
It'd be nice to make jokes about 9/11 when we're not allowed to talk about the real reason it happened. Okay.
This is not good to joke around.
This is extremely racist.
No, it's okay in Mamdani's New York.
Exactly. Mamdani's joke.
The Muslims are going to cost 9/11 like they did the last time Israel.
We
can't joke
around.
about this, dude.
Listen, we're globalizing the Intifada. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is. I thought it was a new Grill movie.
I ain't know it either.
Yo,
That shit sounds hard, though. I don't know what it means, but it sounds hard.
It sounds terrifying. I'm not going to lie.
I said some shit in the
Intifada.
group chat, and Tanya came after my ass.
What did she say?
She just threw me a new one, and then I did some research and like, I'm talking about a different situation.
A different answer.
Yeah.
Oh, is that when you texted my bad?
So what is globalize the Intifada, and why was our soon-to-be mayor saying that shit?
No, I don't know what his actual... Did he say globalize Intifada? I think he just refused to denounce a movement or whatever. It's one of those.
No, I think he said it. No, he's stuck between like a rock and a hard place. Like a lot of these...
You're rocking a hard place.
You know, you can do this rock and just pick it up, throw it in a tank.
It's been nice when the Indian is making fun of those kind of jokes too. Okay.
Dude, you're rocking a hard place is just Iran.
It's funny how these people would consider themselves like the left, but yet they're making these kind of jokes. And I get it. Like, I make jokes too. I do get it. I get it. But it's baffling. It's like, bro, like, are you guys like, yo, man, how... This is how it makes me feel like everybody is on an agenda. Like, y'all never question things? I just, whatever.
No, because like a lot of you need some crazy ideas to like shake shit up and make some noise when you're a candidate that's polling at 0. Right? Mm-hmm. So you need to say some wild shit so that you can get the attention of people who have the wildest beliefs.
Mm-hmm. He took your advice.
Exactly. But you got to do it for comedy and post clips. You can't do it for mayor, okay? We need a mayor who fingers his employees.
Yes, or has swag.
Listen, Mayor Adams sat on that seat, man, and there's nothing more I got to say about it. Like, you felt...
And there you go. That's the soft endorsement of Eric Adams, who's allowed every illegal into freaking New York. I mean, I was there complaining about him and what he's turned New York into. Like, bro, like at one point he was like trying to work on scanners to check people like as they were walking to make sure they didn't have like weapons in their pockets and stuff. I remember all of that digital stuff that he was talking about bringing into New York, which I still think is on the table, of course. I mean, are we kidding me? Like, this guy wanted to defund the police and everything else. Like, literally, like with Democrats, Democrat is a Democrat is a Democrat. You just have a loud Democrat, a soft-spoken Democrat, and then another Democrat, but it's still a Democrat. Or Andrew Cuomo somehow is a talking point now after what he did with New York, with all people in New York. Are you serious? Like, it is insane to me. It's like, oh yeah, Eric Adams. Y'all just don't like him because he said he's not going to Israel. Andrew, okay? And that's why you don't like him. That's because he said he's not going to Israel. Okay? I just wish you guys would be just honest about it, right? It's just so sickening. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.